The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the Bigot Army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. Hypno. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. 15 years have I been waiting to sit up on my throne.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drop, retard. Robocock.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We're live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, man, we got to bring it in close. Come on, you guys already know. We do this every day. Come on, man, we do this every day. We don't need to introduce this. We don't need to pretend like we don't know. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. They already know what they're doing. I don't even have to tell them to hug it out. Nothing. Look at the chat. I'm telling you, man, they know exactly what they're doing. So listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Come on, we do this every day. Every day. Every day. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching anywhere else, this is your gooning material. So like the stream, man. Listen, prevent yourself from gooning to that. Don't let it happen. Do not let it happen. All right, boys, can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking today, man? Today has been a fun day so far. We've been playing a lot of Stellar Blade. We had 2 streams today playing Stellar Blade, and it's been fantastic. But what are you guys doing? What are we doing today? What are we checking out today, man? Let me know. You need a Jesus check? Why? Why do you need a Jesus check? Constipated JT check? Urinal coping and seething check? Isn't that all the time? Cup check. Interesting. Hypno sus check? Why? Because of that clip? Don't assault us like that again check? I'm sorry. More layoffs check. Yep, we're going to talk about it. Refrigerator check, bro. So Refrigerator Sasquatch was in my Griffcast chat, bro. I didn't I didn't know what to do. I broke your goon check. I'm sorry. We'll get it back. This is always the waifu battle. We'll get it back. And today's waifu battle is going to be wild. I can't wait for it. Too soon check. I'm sorry. Anna Vallis check. Why are we even talking about that person? Yes, because of that clip. No. What happened at the end of the last stream? What do you mean? Which last stream? Talking about the Griffcast? I don't know, man. YouTube just started lagging out. I have no idea. My internet was fine. My graphics were fine. Everything was fine. I checked. I double checked. I don't know. I have no idea. If it's not Shion check, it's not. Hypnotic chair in date everything check, not happening. Need some sweeties after that, not happening. Gooning to a record player check, interesting. Hypnotic gooning chair check, no. Check mark check, nice. Grifter check, nice. The journalist on degenerates check, nice. For femboys playing games check, interesting. Smash 18 needs Jesus check. You need to repent check. Are you under attack check? Orange tea check. One for all check. I agree. All right, guys, listen. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's go. We're going to do the Bigot Army roll call. We're going to see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do. And people that say gooning to Eve is bad, but gooning to a refrigerator is perfectly fine. We got Anime Mania 500. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that I had people, not many, but I had like 1 or 2 people defending the urinalists gooning to a refrigerator. And then they were like, what, are you short on content? It's not that big of a deal. I'm like, oh, my God. Anyway, Anime Mania 500 over on Rumble. We got Lionheart. We got Alucard. We got Brent, 1979 on Rumble. We got Adam Juneman. We got Lucky. We got Warben 55. We got Faye. We got Jeremiah Maxwell. We got Colonel Ruv. Nexus Nocturne the Legend. What's up, man? Toxin. We got Lewis. Big Booty Femboy chat. What's wrong with you? We got Louis Messina. Melody Johnson. Melfi Sky. Just Miuk 2. Hypnotic and Rapture. We got Yamato 85. We got Angry Marine. What's up, man? We got Taffy M. Jaws turns 50 tomorrow. Oh my God, that's insane. That's insane. Jaws turns 50 years old tomorrow. Wow. Fucking A. We got Griffin Turbo. We got Louis Messina. We got Dylan B. We got Monkey Man 04. We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Gray the Merchant. Says I'm alive. We got JR. We got Seabrew 1138. We got Felsteph. We got Triple J Jr., the legend. We got Valerian over on Rumble. We got Matt Stanford. We got Faye. Hat not seen. Says, let's get it. I agree. We got Warben 55 again. We got Stin Rocks. We got Guff R35. We got, let's see, PS5 Gamer. What's up, man? We got Nick Havoc. We got Zalosi. Matthew with the hero, please. And then this shit emoji. We got Blue Octopussy with her massive tits. We got Marius. We got the voice in the water. We got Scrap Gamer. We got Jeremiah Maxwell. We got Bud. Shout out to Bud, man. Bud is continuing his absolute insane membership train that he starts. I swear to God, it's crazy. It's crazy. On Griffcast today, it's like it was nuts. And then speaking of, this guy as well, Ali Kusanagi, dropping membership bangers. Crazy. Shout out to you. We got Oliver Adam, another legend. We got Old Man Cad. What's going on, man? Ask Cassie about the game I gifted. I will. All right, guys, 4 more people, and that's it. I can only call out 4 more people, and we gotta get on with the show. We got Valkyrie. We got Chaotic Holy saying, I'm not here. We got T-Vol says goon to a toaster. We got Octua's KFP. We got Thievin. I have a black samurai in my family tree. Nice. Nice. Good for you. We got Easy Baked Oven 420. We got Lol No Google, not giving you my name. We got the one and only Fluffy Murder Machine. We got Snooty Bims over on Rumble, another legend. We got Ghost 101, Artelitu, Zebra, Stitch. What's up, man? We got Shiru, Woke Trash. We got Dark Obsidian. What's going on, brother? We got Infernal Hell Knight. We got My Name James says boobs. We got Luck E. We got XL Tomahawk. Fuck, man.
Holy shit.
We got the one and only Refrigerator Sasquatch. Fuck. Not him. Anybody but him. We got the Gaming Mason, the High Priest of the Cult of McDuggins. We got Garbage Bandy. We got Cesar Velasquez, Frenchie07, Deathcracker, Gunnar Damas. Shout out to you. Dragon Hans Z. And last but not least, we got the true Aztec Warrior. We got Farus Asgard. We got James. We got Ray. We got Thievin saying, show your tits. We got Hypnotic and Rapture over on Rumble. Scouter V. Cookie Kaiju. Shiro. And then, of course, we got Artelitu and Kenneth Stewart and Rune with the power of the monkey. All right, guys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army members, and let's see who is going to get the final money shot today. We're going to start doing this to a Jeopardy soundtrack. How's that? Should we do that? Let's go. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get the final call-out money shot today? Louis Messina saying to go no Diddy. Ed Jaffe, no Mercanti, no Slanesh, no Tazesh. Psych Barrier, my Nurgle blesses y'all. Go down ×7. Blessed be all sassy fanboys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Bioti Wolf with a combo baker. Shinru Rep ×6 to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Mystic Vegeta says no call out. Infinite Shield can't be down. Ultimate Unblockable Undodgeable Gallic Kamehameha ×13. Instant finisher to 1 down. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Louis Messina. Oh, I went to 15. Shit, hold on. Mystic Vegeta. Again, you did it to yourself. You ×13 to yourself. I'm not doing ×13 again. I'm just going to go down ×1. Oh, that was a bad idea, actually. That was a bad idea, actually. Oh,
holy shit.
Oh, shit. It was too late. I already saw it. God. It was too late. It was too late, man. Like, literally, she's the one under that second one that you have, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Blue Octopussy, you're getting too many facials. You're getting way too many facials, man. I told you, I can't be doing this. I can't be doing this. You're already spoken for. We can't be doing this. This is your last one, and then you're banned. You're banned. Congratulations to Blue Octopussy. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. All right, guys, listen. We got a lot we got to talk about. All right, we got a lot we got to talk about. We got a couple fast topics. We got some Xbox news. Apparently, there was a rumor about emulation coming to Xbox, and that rumor happened a couple of days ago, but I was waiting to see if there was any more information about it. And thank goodness I waited, because apparently it's all bullshit. Apparently, the person who, or the company that was supposedly working on emulating Xbox games for, or Xbox 360 games for Xbox, apparently they denied the allegations, which, again, they could be lying, but we're going to go over it. We got some Mindseye news. If you guys remember that amazing game Mindseye, apparently they are so desperately trying to fix this game, it's been nothing but a clusterfuck. They got hotfix after hotfix after hotfix, and I figured let's just go over one of the hotfixes that landed on yesterday, which I wouldn't know because the game's uninstalled. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But regardless, I figured let's check it out. Let's go over it. And then the three main topics we got for today is we got Embracer Group over the last year firing thousands of employees. And I figured we could talk about it and kind of talk about the overall state of the gaming industry, because obviously things just continue to get worse. Our table that we have of all the companies letting people off has been updated as of about 3 days ago. So we got at least like 6 or 7 new companies that are on that list of layoffs. I figured we could just go over all of that together in one video. We're going to talk about Nintendo Switch 2, because apparently, you know, as you guys are aware, Nintendo Switch 2 is trying desperately to get into the third-party scene. This is the first time Nintendo has really made a big push to third-party. But apparently they're getting felted, because outside of their first party, their third-party games are selling like trash, absolute garbage, like lower than their own expectations, much lower. So we're going to go into that. And then we're going to go over a little bit of a random topic that has to do with a tweet that I made yesterday that I thought would be a very interesting conversation to have. About a hater. It was a random hater. Usually I don't care. I don't give him attention. But this one is in particular is interesting because of just how wrong it is, right? Just how unbelievably wrong it is. So I got a interesting comment on my Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon review. And it's a comment that I get quite often. It's a comment of like, you're a grifter, this, that, whatever. You don't really play games, blah, blah. Mind you, like all of it's easily proven. And even just like by the way that I play games, all of it is easily disproven. But in any case, I made a long ass tweet, and I just want to kind of spark a conversation over the state of where we're at right now on YouTube, with mainstream gaming journalists, people that just want to hate on some of the bigger YouTubers out there, or even people like myself who are, I'm not even a big YouTuber really in the grand scheme of things. People that just want to hate on me and say certain things that are just so easily disproven. But regardless, I thought it would be an interesting topic to conversation. So I have the tweet pulled up, and I figure, hell, let's kind of go over it and have a talk about it. So with that all being said, now you guys know what is on the plate for today. We got a busy schedule, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do any of that, we got to go over the number one segment on YouTube. We got to go over the number one segment on Rumble. We got to go over the number one segment in the country, in the world, in the galaxy, in the universe, in the multiverse, in every interdimensional plane of existence that is known pretty much everywhere. This segment is known all around the world as the pre-stream legends.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right, boys, we got ourselves the pre-stream legends, and for some odd reason, For some odd reason, StreamYards is refusing to load the pre-stream legends. And ironically, now my YouTube chat is refusing to load the super chats unless I keep it in the small window and not the big window, which is fucking weird. Absolutely fucking weird. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm going to try one last time to see if we can make this work. Nope. I pop it out into the pop-out chat, and it just does not work. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? I have absolutely no idea. All right, well, if that's the case, I'm just going to read them, and I apologize that they cannot show up on screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. So let me move over this window really quick and switch it over to fan funding, and let's go from here. So first things first, we got BioT Wolf. I don't even know why I pay for StreamYards, man. I swear to God, this shit doesn't work half the time. BioT Wolf 19 with a $5 banger says, what time did the man go to the dentist? Tooth hurty. Maybe YouTube and StreamYards were trying to save me from the bad dad jokes. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I just didn't understand exactly what the platforms were trying to do. Maybe. I don't know. Ali Kusanagi continuing his membership train that he started on Griffcast with Bud, where he gifted 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Ali Kusanagi. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And then we got Raptor Kratos with a 5, says, I'm here. You're queer. We're used to it. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Raptor Kratos. And then we got Hypnotic and Rapture with a 2. Supreme Court upholds ban on the transgender treatment to minors. Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. That was awesome. Good shit. Good shit. And then we got Kage of Chaos with a 2. I'm home finally and will need elective surgery. Jesus Christ, man. I hope everything ends up okay, Kage. Holy fuck, dude. I'm sorry about that, dude. God damn. Adair Soto gives 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Adair Soto. I appreciate you. And then we got Death Cracker gifting another Hypnotic membership. We got a fucking membership train going on right now. We got a membership train going on. Thank you so much. And then we got Shiro with 1 month of legendary status, and he just simply says Black Jesus. Because obviously that is that's the month we're in. We're in the month of Black Jesus, apparently. And then we got Gunnar Damas with 6 months of legendary status. He says, I'm getting paid for a holiday I never heard of. That is awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. And then we got Hypno's Dog dropping a 99-cent poop emoji. Shout out to Hypno's Dog. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And then last but not least, we got Gunnar Damas gifting 1 Hypnotic membership over on YouTube. Shout out to you. Continuing the membership train. Thank you so much, Gunnar Damas. I appreciate you. Let's move over to Rumble. Rumble, are you guys awake? Is Rumble awake? Let's find out. Let's look over. We got Snooty Mims, of course, man. Of course, we got Snooty Mims. An absolute legend for a $10 banger. Says you can't attack Hypnotic because he's Teflon. Hail Hypnotic, hail Rumble, and hail chat. Shout out to Snooty Mims, always holding it down on Rumble. I appreciate you, you absolute legend. And then another person always holding it down on Rumble. We got Anti-Federalist Pain gifting 1 Hypnotic membership and continuing the membership train. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And then last but not least, to catch us all up, we got Adam Juneman with a $2 banger. Says, why do black people celebrate Juneteenth? I mean, there is never a black man around. Holy shit. Holy shit. Nice, Adam. Nice. Very nice. You said that, not me. Shout out to Adam Juneman, the absolute legend over on Rumble. Thank you so much for holding it down over there. Oh, we got one more. Hold on. Adair Soto snuck this one in for $1 on Rumble. And he says 5 more minutes. Lord Hypnotic Rumble is just waking up just now. I can't, man. We're fully caught up on Super Chats already. I can't. We got to move on with the show, brother. I'm sorry. I can't wait another 5 minutes. I can't. This is the lightest pre-stream Legends we ever had. We're already caught up, baby. We're already caught up. See, we didn't take forever. We didn't take. Adam needs to repent. Oh man, come on. Leave Adam alone. Leave Adam alone, man. All right, let's we're fully caught up, guys. Thank you so much for the insane pre-stream support. Let's get into the content. Let me just move over my window because I had to switch the chat window so I could see the actual super chats because again, everything is fucked up. I'm gonna have to catch the super chats as they come in. Otherwise, I'm gonna fall behind, and it's gonna be a problem. Okay, let's do the fast topics really quick, and then we'll get into the 3 main topics. So, first fast topic is about Xbox. I don't know if you guys were aware, but this was a rumor that was being thrown around apparently a couple of days ago. Let me just take this off the screen. Apparently, this was being thrown around that Xbox was, well, I'll just read it to you. Xbox is bringing original and Xbox 360 games to PC via emulation. It's claimed, right? It says, according to a new rumor from known Xbox leaker, Xbox is working to bring original Xbox and 360 games to PC and other platforms via emulation. So when this rumor came out, everybody was kind of interested in it, right? Because for obvious reasons. It says that the rumor stated the following. Via machine translation, a source who works directly at Microsoft said that the company is working on what's provisionally known internally as Xbox Classics. According to the claim, this wouldn't be a simple re-release of classic games. What Xbox is working on is a new advanced emulation platform designed to run classic Xbox 360 and original Xbox titles with stability, graphical improvements, full integration with Game Pass, PC, and current consoles, portable devices like the Ally, and of course the cloud itself. He says this move will coincide with Xbox's 25th anniversary, which the company plans to celebrate in a major way with a number of new games and announcements throughout 2026. So people were interested in it. A lot of people were, thinking this was going to be a cool thing. But unfortunately, it seems like it's bullshit to some extent because now we have this. Now we have this. This just dropped today, which I'm kind of glad I waited on the other story. This one dropped today. Xenia, the Xbox 360 emulator developer, denies the claims of Xbox Classics. It says it's time to pour a little water on the fire that is the Xbox Classics claim from that leaker. After the claim, Microsoft is working on a project to bring original Xbox 360 games to PC. In the official Discord server for Xenia, who Xtalis said was working with Xbox on the project, members of the team immediately denied any of it was happening. Well, here's the thing, right? This can absolutely be true, where they're denying it and because it's not true, right? Or it could be a situation where they're denying it because contractually they can't say, oh yeah, no, we're totally working on that, right? If they're working on this in secret and it's not meant to be out in the public yet and somebody leaks it, of course they're going to say they're not doing it, right? I mean, I feel like this is obvious at this point. I think a lot of people would like to see original Xbox games and Xbox 360 games make their way to PC. I don't think that's ever a bad thing. I think they should definitely work on trying to make that happen. But as of right now, at this point, I think they are definitely just trying to I don't know. I don't know if they're doing damage control at this point, but as of right now, let's just take it at face value and say it's not happening. At least right now, anyway. So we'll see what ends up happening. We'll follow the story. I'm sure more information. Exactly. Then okay, hold on. This person said it's not real. Team member Zolacluk said Microsoft has their own Xbox 360 emulator. They never even need to consult Xenia. They then added, if it was real, I'd be under NDA. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're if you are under NDA, can't you? So let me get this straight. So if you're under NDA, you cannot confirm nor deny, or can you just deny and not confirm? Is that like, I don't remember the exact rules when it comes to NDA. Can you confirm it? I mean, I'm sorry. Can you deny it, or can you not confirm or deny when you're under an NDA? If they're actually doing it. I don't exactly remember the rules of most NDAs. I thought they couldn't just flat out confirm it. He who denied it supplied it. I like that. He who denied it supplied it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Is there any games only on Xbox and Xbox 360? What do you mean? What do you mean? Big Daddy Pump says neither. Okay, so you can't confirm nor deny when you're under NDA. Chaotic Holy says I don't think you could discuss it at all. Okay, good point. Good point. As per AI Google, when under an NDA, you generally cannot deny or confirm information that is covered by the terms of the agreement. Oh, okay. You can't even acknowledge the question. So that makes it. Elizabeth says you can't say shit about it. Makes sense. Okay. So you can't confirm or deny it. So the fact that they are denying it means there's nothing happening. So this rumor essentially is bullshit. This rumor is bullshit. I wonder if this leaker has a Patreon that a bunch of journalists subscribe to for their news. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. So anyway, it seems like this news is bullshit, unfortunately. Well, the fans says a lot of people didn't read the poll properly. That usually happens, unfortunately. That usually happens. This seems like it's bullshit, and I'm glad I didn't cover the story at first because I thought I just wanted more information, but they didn't have any at the time. I was honestly not surprised when I saw that it was all bullshit. All right, next quick topic. We got Mindseye. So you guys already know, man. Mindseye. Where do I even begin with this fucking game? Where do I begin? So Mindseye obviously is super broken. Everybody knows that, right? Mindseye, I played it. I beat the game and platinumed the game in 13 hours. Obviously. You guys already know that. Mindseye has been getting hotfix after hotfix after hotfix after hotfix. This is now hotfix number 2. And the amount of shit that they've been trying to fix in this game is insane. And you know why I'm bringing this up? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because, I mean, this list is insane, number one. It's longer than this. There's a whole full patch notes. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just have to ask the simple question. If the game was this broken, and you knew the game was this broken, why did you release the game? Why did you release the game? Why do you continue to release this absolute garbage that's broken beyond belief? That is obviously going to piss off a lot of people. It's obviously going to spin a bunch of negative press towards your game. And you could have avoided all of this if you would have just took the time to develop the game for, in this case, even just another month. They released 2 hotfixes that fixed a lot of the issues, not all of them, but they fixed a lot of the issues in the game in 2 hotfixes within a few weeks apart. So clearly, all you needed was another, let's say, like I always said in the beginning, 6 months with this game. You just needed another 6 months with this game. You mean to tell me you really couldn't wait 6 more months? Or is the simple truth that you couldn't afford to pay salaries for another 6 months until the game released? Is that what we're dealing with here? Yeah, no, Rob, I totally agree, Rob. I covered that in the video. Why would the CFO and so the other person that left was the head guy behind the legal team. That is the person that ended up leaving. So head of legal and the chief financial officer both left a week before the game came out. They're trying to pull a CD Projekt Red. Yeah, but the thing is, they don't have the clout and they don't have the numbers to pull a CD Projekt Red. Like, you kind of need the history in order to pull a CD Projekt Red, right? How is Mindseye even doing? How is Mindseye even doing? Let's take a look. Hold on. It can't be that bad, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. There's no way. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Bro, I'm not even joking. Like, I swear to everything, guys. I swear to everything. I'm not joking right now. I'm not playing this up just to be entertaining. I am literally fucking dumbfounded right now. I am literally dumbfounded right now. Oh my God, bro. 88 people playing this fucking game. Oh my God, dude. What? Dude, this is performing worse than some like woke indie games. No need to call an ambulance, bro. There's no need to call an ambulance at all. It's dead. It's dead. Like on scene, oh my God, 88 people. Bro, I'm telling you, what's the estimated oh. What? Guys. 9 days ago, this game had 138,000 people looking at this game and looking at people reviewing the game to see if it's something they wanted to purchase. And 9 days later, it's dead. It's dead. It's gone. 33 people are watching this game 9 days later from almost 140,000 people. Oh my God, dude. Owner estimations are anywhere between 24,000 copies and 60,000. I guarantee you it's probably more so around 30,000 copies, given that the all-time concurrent player count is 3,300. I'm thinking 25 to 30,000 copies. Look at the reviews, bro. Look at the reviews. 39.42%. How is this game doing this bad? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. That is pain. Yes, I'm not kidding. I'm really not joking. I'm not joking. This is shocking to me. This is shocking to me. Listen, I know the game is bad, but I'm almost positive I saw more comments defending the game on videos that I made about it than the amount of concurrent players playing the game right now on Steam. I'm telling you, I would get dozens upon dozens of comments. PS issued a refund, so I'm assuming the copies sold aren't the copies earned. I mean, maybe. Again, we probably have a big... So you know what? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Hold on. So let's go to... where the fuck am I at? Achievements. Okay. Let's go through achievements. Let's look at sacrifice, right? Is sacrifice? No. Sacrifice. Yeah. Sacrifice. So sacrifice is the last story mission you get. Only 12% of people have beaten this game. And keep in mind, guys, I beat the game and platinumed the game in 13 hours. What about PlayStation numbers, bro? You really think this game is doing well on PlayStation? It's doing worse, probably. It's doing worse. So only 12% of people have finished this game on Steam, right? Guys, I am officially part of the 2.2% that have platinumed this game. I am literally in the 2%.
Holy shit.
That's insane. That's insane. But anyway, finishing the game is 12%. So, man, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make the prediction, which I don't think is much of a prediction, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna make the prediction that Bill the Rocket Boy in the next few months is going to announce either layoffs or just flat out studio closure. That's basically it. It's going to be layoffs or studio closure within a few months' time after they hot fix the game and they do their best to fix it and they realize that nobody's coming back. They can fix the game completely. Nobody's coming back. You guys are at 88 players concurrent after 9 days. You went from 3,302, which was already bad, and now you're down to 88, bro. Bro, did it what was Concord's? RIP Concord. So let's see. Concord. Even Concord had more players than that. 9 days after release of Concord. Concord was still in a couple of hundred concurrent players. Nine days plus after release. And then obviously it died. But it still had some players playing the game. This shit got 88 players. Well, to be fair, 24-hour peak of 144. I'm sorry. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Concord never forget. Yeah, I know. Concord never forget. I'm sure they're never gonna forget. I'm sure they're never gonna forget that shit. This is terrible. This is terrible. And honestly, it makes me feel good about having that 2% achievement. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So much for grifting. I'm the one that actually beat this fucking game. And platinum the game. Or perfected the game or whatever. It's crazy, bro. Anyway, RIP to Mindseye. This blew my mind. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I mean, let's look at the hotfix really quick before we move on. Let's look at the hotfix. So you got here's what they did. Continued performance improvements related to CPU, GPU, and memory use. Fix an issue with AI vehicle collisions. Oh, so the cars are not going to be colliding into each other anymore and like clipping each other. Well, that's good, I guess. I guess that's a plus. You got fixed to some issues that caused the game to crash. Well, thank you. We got resolve the situation where players could get a mission fail during the cinematic in the doxed mission. Well, thank you. The red sky car can no longer be destroyed during a cinematic. Well, that's going to be helpful. That's definitely going to be helpful. The buggy springs contract correctly, and the tire spin during driving with motion blur off. Removed an invisible collider that blocked progress in a new companion mission. Okay. Fix an issue with vehicle despawning at the objective in a new companion mission. Fix an issue where DPR and Delta 45 weapons were becoming attached to each other. It was weapons being attached to each other. I didn't know that. Address VFX sparks appearing too bright on damaged drones. Yes, that was a huge problem. That was a huge problem. When the drones would get shot, they would spark, and the sparks look like fucking, I don't know, fireworks, bro. It was insane. It was insane. I was like, is that supposed to happen? Rectified AI characters holding weapons at a 90-degree angle. Oh, yeah. A lot of the NPCs, when they're trying to shoot you, they'll be aiming at the sky and somehow shoot you. It was the weirdest thing. Corrected visuals of some male character models' deformations when hit by vehicles. Yeah, the characters would explode and they would turn into like string cheese. It was so weird. So weird. And then on PC, they added an alert for AMD CPU users who have not updated to a version of Windows with branch prediction performance improvements. Oh, man. They could have avoided all this just by not releasing the game. Straight up. They could have literally avoided all of this by not releasing the game, and yet they chose to do it anyway instead of taking 6 more months. Anyway, that's on them. All right, boys, let's continue. Super chats, we got Andrew Howell with a 2. It's bad, falling off a hill, Mindseye. Sounds about right. Ali Kusanagi with 13 months of legendary status as a Bigot Army sergeant. And he says 2%. Yes, I am part of the 2% that completed Mindseye and platinumed it and everything. It's amazing. Rogue for a 2. So Mindseye is a top 10 fail game of the year. I would say so. We haven't seen something like this in Cyberpunk, to be fair. The Mervoth for a 2. How much did Mind Fail cost? The VAs had to cost money. They definitely did. And they had real actors, too, doing like the facial capture and everything like that. They had real actors. So That shit cost good money. It was not cheap to make this game. Then last but not least, we got Will the Fans with a 50. So this is on the Concord Dustborn pile then, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it seems like it is, which is really sad because, again, it didn't have to be this way. But they decided to make it this way. Let's go to Rumble. We got Anti-Federalist paying with $1. Happy Juneteenth, unless you were a slave in Delaware, Kentucky, and New Jersey, because slaves in the U.S. weren't freed by the Emancipation Proclamation. No watermelon and ribs for you. Sorry. I'm sorry. That shit caught me off guard. I'm sorry. Then we got Adam Jubin for a 2. I bet their source was Reforged Gaming, probably. Probably. And then Anti-Federalist Pain gives another Hypnotic membership. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Rumble's holding it down, man. Rumble's holding it down. We're light right now, but we're still going to hopefully get to tier 1 and save the streaks. Thank you, Anti-Federalist Pain. Then we got Adam Juman for a 2. Mindseye is still outperforming Concord. Bro, seriously? Seriously? Adam Juman?
Holy shit.
Yo, Concord is dead as it is, bro. You're kicking a corpse right now. You're kicking a corpse. And then we got Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2. They sure it ain't Brown Eye? Because this game is shit. Fair. And then we got Adam Jubin with a 2. Hypnotic, I'm sorry you wasted your time on platinuming this turd. It's not a waste of time. You want to know why it's not a waste of time? Because while every other shill streamer was waiting for permission from the company that gave them the game for free to stream the game, and they weren't sure if they would be able to stream the game, so players had to wait to find out about the game. I was able to stream the game since I am not held back by any corporation, and people got to see what the game was really about, and that helped them decide whether or not to buy the game or not. So for me, it's not a waste of time because I find that to be very important work, in my opinion. And then we got Psycho. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait. Scroll up. We got Beautiful Zexel with a 5. No need to bring the ambulance because they will explode right away. True. It's pretty ugly. And then we got Smaxy for a 2. They need money. They just do. True. Psycho with 199. Fuck Juneteenth. We need free cakes day. Yes, we do. I agree. Yes, we do. We need free cakes all day long. All right. We are caught up. Let's get into the first main topic of the evening. And that's going to be Nintendo Switch 2, which, man, every time I make a Nintendo video, God, man, the amount of people that are just so goddamn angry the moment you even mention Nintendo, it's ugly, bro. It is ugly. Let me drink some water. This is going to be a good one. Nintendo Switch 2. And you know why this is important to talk about? This is important to talk about because Nintendo is trying desperately to get into the third-party market. And I feel like Nintendo is going to start throwing its money around to try to start the exclusivity wars again. I really feel like they're going to do that. Scrap Gamer says, what? No gifted game check? Wait, what? I got a gifted game? I didn't get a notification. Hold on. Let me see. What is this? Scrap Gamer gifted to the channel Flavor Nexus. It's called Jazz Punk Flavor Nexus. What is this? He says, he said, enjoy the complete set. And it says, flavor scientists have been working tirelessly to uncover the long-lost taste bud. As deep-fried agent Polyblank, you'll sizzle onto the scene, scarfing every clue. Is this a Gooner game? What is this? Flavor Nexus. Thank you so much, Scrap Gamer. I appreciate you. I'm sorry, brother. I didn't see the notification. I apologize. I didn't get any sound or anything like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I'm sorry, but thank you for telling me in the chat. I appreciate it. Adam Jubin with it too. I wouldn't want the free cake. It normally has children attached to it. True. Adam Juman has been around the thick ones before, for sure. You can clearly see. Old man Cat says I changed my thumbnail because my son insisted I needed a Ghibli thumbnail. He looks pretty angry. I think it works out. Thank you again, Scrap Gamer. I appreciate you. All right, boys, let's get into the topic. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has launched to massive success. There is no denying this. Everybody knows this. The Nintendo Switch 2 console has done very well in its opening sales. But there's one thing that not a lot of people are talking about, and that has to do with Nintendo Switch 2 and their attempt at becoming a third-party supplier through their console. Now, everybody knows Nintendo for their first-party games. Everybody knows that Nintendo consoles sell because of the first-party games. But Nintendo never really cared too much about third-party. They were always well behind Sony and Xbox when it came to third-party, and they still are, even with the Nintendo Switch 2. However, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a lot more powerful, obviously, and has allowed them to have much more third-party games as Nintendo starts to make a push towards third-party to try to compete with Sony, because everybody feels like Xbox is pretty much out of the race at this point when it comes to hardware. They're more of a publisher. They focus more on Game Pass and all of that. Nintendo, however, unfortunately, is finding out that they're not really sought after when it comes to third-party titles, because even though the console is selling well and the first-party titles are selling well, everything else is selling like complete and utter garbage. So let's get into the article, guys. But of course, before we do, special shout out to the 90,400 of you that are subscribed to the channel and the 50% of you that are not subscribed. If you enjoy the content, consider hitting that subscribe to help me get to 100,000. All right, boys, let's get into it. So the Nintendo Switch 2 is a huge upgrade. We already know that. More power, more speed, more all of that. However, according to a recent report, Nintendo's greater commitment to the Switch 2 third-party titles might not be paying off yet. Now, I wonder what's going to happen with the third-party titles from Nintendo, because here's the thing. These games, especially the games that are on the Nintendo Switch 2 right now, these are games that are, number one, have been out for a while already, right? Like Cyberpunk, for example. They've been out for a while. These games have been offered for heavy discounted sales many times before on many different platforms already. And now it's available for a nice little chunk of change on the Nintendo Switch 2. I gotta wonder if people are ever going to see the value in paying nearly full price for these games on the platform that's the weakest out of every other platform that's available to play those games on. I just tend to wonder. This is why I don't know if Nintendo is really meant for third party. Of course, they can offer it. It's, you know, it's always good to have a little bit of variety when it comes to your lineup. But I don't think anybody's ever going to look at Nintendo console and be like, yep, that's my third party system. That's the system I want to use, unless they have no choice, right? If that's all they can afford, and that's perfectly fine. If that's all you can afford, then you just make do with what you got. And I respect that. That's nothing wrong with that. But if you have the option to explore outward and people have the option to have that choice, then if you have that choice, I don't see people picking Nintendo. That's just me personally, at least for third party, especially when they won't put the games on sale very often. And if they do, it's nowhere near as good of a sale as when it's on, let's say, like Steam, for example, or even PlayStation, right? Like PlayStation Store offers a lot of sales. There's no reason for me to think people will pick Nintendo. But in any case, Mario Kart World obviously is dominating on Switch 2 because that's really their only game right now. It's also hard not to see Donkey Kong Bonanza continuing the early momentum and success. These games have one thing in common. They're first-party releases, and it's a different story for third-party games from what reports say. And like I said before, everybody's going to go buy a Nintendo Switch 2 to get the first-party games. You're not buying a Switch 2 to get the third-party games. If you can only afford that $180 game or whatever from Nintendo, then you're going to buy Mario. You're going to buy Donkey Kong. You're not going to buy Cyberpunk as your only game to play on Nintendo Switch. That just doesn't happen. I don't see many people doing that. The Switch 2's vastly upgraded specs, and I don't really think it's vastly, but whatever. Vastly upgraded specs mean the device is well-equipped for bigger third-party games. According to the games business, most third-party Switch 2 games posted very low numbers. One third-party publisher characterized the numbers as below our lowest estimates, despite strong hardware sales. So they really ate up the Kool-Aid. They really ate it up, and they told themselves that, oh, wow, the console's selling this much. That means we have the ability to sell potentially this many games. No, bro. No, if you are a third-party publisher on the Nintendo Switch 2, you are going to have the lowest amount of sales you could possibly have for your game compared to other places that you could release the game on, right? If you release it everywhere, then that's fine. But if you're a third-party publisher only releasing on the Switch 2, you are basically just destroying your game's opportunity at that point. So the data show that there has been more attention to third-party games early on, but these figures are skewed due to certain factors. The Switch One only launched with 5 physical games, which was The Legend of Zelda Breath of Wild, 1 to 2, Just Dance 2017, Skylanders Imaginators, and Super Bomberman. By comparison, the Switch 2 had a wider selection with 13 physical games available at the launch of the system. It's believed the lack of reviews at launch created a sense of discomfort and distrust toward third-party media on the Switch 2, likely putting consumers off. No, it's because people know already. People know already that you are not going to get a pretty decent third-party experience for the majority of high graphic fidelity games on the Switch 2. You're always going to get the subpar experience. It's unfortunate, but it's true, right? If you want the better experience, then you need to use the other consoles that are way more powerful, or if you have a PC, well, you use the PC. But Nintendo Switch, it's just there because it could be, not because it's the best place to play the game. The game business continues. One of the drawbacks for the third-party publishers is the fact that Switch 2 is backwards compatible with some older games, including popular titles like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, receiving technical improvements on the new hardware. In other words, even if Switch 2 owners are looking at other games to play post Mario Kart, they have other options available beyond the slate of the third-party titles available on the Switch 2. You also have to consider that many of these Switch 2 ports have already been out for several years, which is what I said. Right? A lot of these games that have been released on the Switch 2 have been out for years now. They've been available for years. So whoever is buying it on the Switch 2 is buying it because chances are the Switch is the only console they have. And they never had the option to buy it prior. And they saw it and they were like, oh, gee, let me try it, right? But again, that's few and far between. The numbers don't lie. Many people have already played them, lessening the urge to buy them. Newer third-party titles will likely perform a lot better. I don't know if I agree with that. It depends on what the game is, right? I think we're going to see the capability of the Nintendo Switch 2's third party by looking at how well the upcoming From Software game actually sells. If that game, Dustblood or whatever it's called, from Software, if that game sells very well as a third-party title on the Nintendo Switch 2, then they're going to be able to actually provide some decent competition. But if it doesn't and it bombs and the game has to wait until it releases on other platforms to be successful, then that's going to tell you everything you need to know about Nintendo Switch 2 and their capability as a third-party platform. This is just them trying to get into it. I understand they're trying to get their feet wet. I get it. Apparently, Cyberpunk is the best-selling third-party game available on the Nintendo Switch 2, but that's not saying much. That's not saying much at all, unfortunately. It's just it's the best of the worst, if that makes sense. So you could celebrate that, I guess, if you want, but nobody's really celebrating the fact that it's the best of the worst. That's just being real with you. So you guys can let me know ultimately what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Nintendo Switch 2 has a chance to be a third-party competitor, seriously? Or is it something that's kind of like a gimmick at this point? Because everybody kind of goes to Nintendo for their first-party titles. We know this already. It's been like this for decades. And only now that they feel like Xbox is kind of bowed out of the console race, only now are they starting to now try to compete. Plus, you got to keep in mind, Nintendo has notoriously been the weaker systems, right? While the other systems have been pushing graphical fidelity, Nintendo has just been pushing the simple, control their marketplace. They have a very specific pie that they have of the market share. Their section of the pie has been held down by them for decades, and they're never letting it go, right? They never should, to be honest with you. That would be stupid, but they're never letting it go. They're trying to expand outwards now because they feel like they can, because the Switch 2 finally caught up to the PS4, which the PS4 was able to handle some decently graphical games, depending on the settings and whatnot. But we're about to enter the PS6 and the next Xbox generation. We're about to enter there within the next couple of years at this point. I know it's crazy to think about, but that's where we're about to enter. And the Switch 2 is going to be out for much longer than that. So the Switch 2 is going to have PS4-style graphics competing against the PlayStation 6 and whatever the new Xbox is. Needless to say, I don't really think this is going to end up very well. So you guys can let me know in the comments, what do you think ultimately? Do you think the Switch is going to be a third-party competitor, or should they just stick to what they do best, which is their first-party, titles, and that's what they have control over their fan base of? You can let me know in the comments down below. And special shout-out again to the 90,400 of you that are subscribed. And if you're not subscribed and you enjoy the video, consider hitting that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Old Man Cad, I'm not dissing Cyberpunk. Damn, Old Man Cad's so angry. Look at him. Don't be bashing my Cyberpunk. I'm not dissing Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk is an amazing game now. You know what's crazy? I had so many people. I'm trying to think about which video it was. I don't remember which video it was that I made about Cyberpunk. I think it had to do with CD Projekt Red and The Witcher. I'm almost positive. I think it was about The Witcher 4. And I brought up Cyberpunk. And the amount of people that were in my comments going absolutely insane because they thought that I was hating on Cyberpunk. Meanwhile, in the video, I literally say that I enjoy and I really like the current version of Cyberpunk. That the only reason why I was bringing up Cyberpunk is because I'm not going to let CD Projekt Red, get away with the fact that they had to fix the game over almost 2 years of fixes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? It's crazy how now that Cyberpunk is fixed and Cyberpunk is enjoyable, now people want everybody to forget about the 1 to 2 years it took for them to fix the fucking game. It's like, bro, Cyberpunk was released so bad that it took them a long time to fix the game. And now that the game is for the most part fixed, now it's like, oh, don't talk bad. I'm not talking about Old Man K. I'm just saying the comments. It's like everybody's like, oh, it's better now, so don't talk bad about it. Like, I'm not. I'm just saying, let's use the experience of Cyberpunk to ensure that we don't let CD Projekt Red get away with it again, which is what they're trying to do with The Witcher 4. Exactly, bro. Nexus, thank you. Thank you. I get this from Fallout 76 players all the time also. Fallout 76 was so fucking trash when it released, bro. Buggy trash. 16 times the trash, right? For years. And then now it's finally decent. And people are like, don't talk bad about the game. What? Come on, bro. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, I love Old Man Cat. It's not about Old Man Cat. It's just about the comments I get all the time. It's fucking wild. It's wild. Okay, let's catch up on super chats. Did we have any super chats to catch up on? Let me see. We just got one. We got a membership. Big Daddy Pump became a member all on his own. Shout out to Big Daddy Pump. Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Like the stream. We're at almost 600 people concurrently watching right now. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. That's not including Rumble. On Rumble, we got 60 people watching. Shout out to Rumble, man. Appreciate you guys. All right, we're fully caught up. Let's get into it. T-Jab, let me know how far away we are from tier 1 so I can get an idea as we go into the next topic. Next topic is going to be about Embracer. Let's talk about Embracer. This is going to be interesting. Massive layoffs, ladies and gentlemen. That's always fun. It's always fun to talk about layoffs. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Dr. Entropy says, so people would defend Mindseye in 2 years? Probably. I'm not even kidding. Like, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Mindseye becomes one of these like cult classic games that, a couple of years from now, people, if you talk bad about it, they'll be like, oh, you just didn't understand the game. You'll get like the fake philosophical people that think they know everything, and they'll come to you and they'll be like, you're too stupid to understand the game. You're too stupid to understand. Like, the game is good now. It's good now. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. People are fucking unbelievably dumb, but that's whatever. Look at this guy. Refrigerator Sasquatch. Did you get that water from the fridge? This fucking guy, man. I can't with this account, bro. I cannot with this account, bro. Somebody tell this account to please repent for the love of God. It's insane already. It's insane. I can't deal. I can't deal. Bro, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this account? Beardo's foreskin ring pop? What?
Holy shit.
Oh my God, what the fuck is this? Yo, who is in this chat tonight? What is going on? What is going on? Somebody needs to explain this one to me. Oh my God, man. Where's my repent clip? Repent!
You fuckers need to repent!
Seriously, I can't, man. What the fuck is going on, bro? This is wild. This is wild. You got accounts tracking Beardo's foreskin now. Why? What is wrong with you guys? You guys are cursed. Why can't we just goon to Eve and be normal? Oh my God, dude. I can't believe I had to read that before this video. My brain is going to just be fried now. There's a line. That account is it. OMG. Yes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like there's a line. It's disgusting, cursed, and hilarious, bro. And then you got fucking you got Bella Ramsey. You got Bella Ramsey on the ring pop. I can't, bro. I'm so dead. All right. Let's get into this, man. We got Embracer Group. Everybody's, one of everybody's favorite companies, because obviously we got other companies like BlackRock, Vanguard, and the like. But the Embracer Group is well known because they have a lot under their umbrella. And let's just say it's interesting. And then, of course, like I said, we got the layoffs right here that we are going to go over. This list is getting very long. So let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have more information regarding layoffs that are hitting the gaming industry. This is something that is happening damn near every week at this point. And this one is coming, at least for announcement anyway, coming from one of the bigger companies that a lot of people do not like in the gaming industry. And that has to be the Embracer Group. The Embracer Group gets blamed for a lot of DEI-oriented nonsense that happens within a lot of studios that they essentially have under their umbrella. And unfortunately, it looks like for them that they had to let go of 2,000 employees in just the last year alone. And after this announcement, they are joining an extremely long list that I have here that we're going to go over in this video, showcasing just how bad the layoffs are actually hitting this year in 2025, considering in 2024, there was over 24,000 people fired from the gaming industry. So let's get into this article. But of course, before we do, special shout out to the 90,400 of you that are watching this video right now that are subscribed. And if you are part of the 50% that are not subscribed and you enjoy this content, consider hitting that subscribe to help me get to 100,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. So again, Embracer made significant cuts to its employee numbers over the last year. In its annual report, which again, the reason why we're talking about this now is because they release their report every year, obviously the annual report, and they release it on Thursday. So now we get all the information. This page, this stuff is actually extremely long. They linked it at the bottom. It's 184 pages. That's how long the report is from the Embracer Group. 184 pages. It's insane. But in any case, in the annual report released on Thursday, it was revealed that the Swedish company let go of 1,857 people in the last year alone. The employee cuts were made across the board, but Embracer's PC and console games division took the biggest hit after having 6,404 employees at the end of March. The number dropped to 4,918 by the end of March 2025. And that's a decrease of 1,486 people in the PC and console section of the company. Now, this is actually pretty damn amazing to me, to be honest with you, because the Embracer Group has a lot of titles and games under their division. And the simple fact is some of them have been fairly successful and some of them have been flops. But unfortunately, it seems like those flops, on top of just where the industry is going and the lack of easy money that is available to them, unfortunately, it seems like they had to let go of these 1,500 people. And to be honest with you, a lot of people will try to make it spin into this whole sad story of, oh, you should never wish for these people to get fired. First off, these people will wish me dead. All right. I just want to be very clear. Number one. Number two, if they don't wish me dead, they would at least wish that I got fired. So that's just number two. And number three, I'm not going to pretend to care about the people that spend all their times, whether privately or publicly, trying to do everything they can to essentially hate the customer that they sell games to. Right? This is not everybody, obviously, but this is the majority of the industry. And this is why we are in the problem that we are in right now. But regardless, on the mobile side, because the mobile side was affected as well, headcount fell from 1,081 to 743, while the entertainment and services dropped from 771 to 738. In total, the company now has 6,482 when counting everyone from across various areas and contract types. So that's actually so interesting to me. That's so interesting to me that it seems like the majority of their employees seem to be in the PC and console, with very little to be in mobile, right? And very little to be pretty much anywhere else. Entertainment and services, right? That's under 1,000 employees to begin with, regardless. Because of the large number of cuts on the company, Embracer saw its internal studio count fall from 73 to 62. So they went from having 73 studios under their helm to now 62 studios under their helm. They closed down in the last year alone 11 studios under their company umbrella. That is insane. 11 studios is wild. It says that on the PC and console side to 8 from 11 on the mobile end. Of the layoffs and cutbacks, Embracer says that it is now leaner and more focused. I like how they try to use these company like PR words, right? Oh, we're leaner. We're more focused. No. You guys laid off people because you had no choice. You lost money. You obviously got to do it in order to make your investors happy so that they feel like you're not going to go too much in the red at this point. But leaner and more focused as a company after 2024 was another year of consolidation and restructuring across the industry as a whole, with many company closures as well as job layoffs. Embracer expects it to continue throughout 2025 across the industry, but says that it believes that most severe phase of the cuts has ended. So they're actually expecting more layoffs, but they think that this is the biggest amount of layoffs that they're going to do in the next year or two. That's what they're thinking at this point in time. So now that we know how many they laid off, let's go into the videotape, as they like to say, and let's see just how bad things are looking in the gaming industry. So this was last updated on 6/16 of 2025. This is a industry layoff tracker that we've been using to kind of keep track of all the layoffs that have been happening in the industry right now. In 2024, like I said, this number is not accurate because there is a bunch of question marks here of studios that are not telling people how much they fired, or maybe you found out after the fact that it was a little bit too late. But it is a known fact that there is well over 20,000 people that were fired in 2024 alone. This number suffers from the same thing because there's a lot of question marks here. So I'll just go over this month alone. Let's just cover this month and what's happened this month. So yeah, People Can Fly. You guys remember People Can Fly? We talked about that on Hypnocast, and I think I also did a video on it. 120 people laid off, right? Extra Games, 60 plus people laid off, and they were under the umbrella of Take-Two Interactive. Outplay Entertainment, this was a mobile-focused company. 21 people were fired. Playtika, we did a video on Hypnocast. We actually did this on Playtika, which is 160 people fired. They were mobile-focused. JagX, no idea how many they were fired. No idea what they focus on. It just says online at this point. Ben Studio, we also just recently talked about. This was the company that was focusing supposedly on a live service God of War game. They got canceled, whatever. They fired 40 plus people, and they're under the umbrella of Sony. We got Free Range Games, which is recently on the 16th. They're an indie developer, and they just didn't say how many people were fired. And then last but not least, we got Archetype Entertainment under the company of Hasbro. Unknown amount of people got fired because they don't want to tell people half the time. And I'm sure this is going to get a lot worse. Once this updates again, keep in mind, we got Microsoft laying off another few thousand people. They laid off 6,000 people recently as of May of this year. And they have another few thousand that they have lined up that they're going to be firing, which supposedly most are salespeople. But we'll see if any of it affects the gaming industry for Microsoft. But it's insane what's going on, man. And all of this is happening in the year of 2025. And I just find it very ironic, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well, that the moment the money starts to dry up and actually starts to go away, suddenly all these studios that were hanging on by a thread, that were being subsidized by all kinds of ridiculous money, are no longer able to stay alive and are just all starting to let people go. So I am always excited whenever I see layoffs, and I think Embracer Group is a company that absolutely is one of these companies that should be laying off people. And they lost 11 studios, which for me, I feel like that's huge. At this point, they need to keep cutting and keep getting down to see who is really about it and who's not at this point, because the bloat problem that's happening in the gaming industry is huge. It's ridiculous, no pun intended. And at this point, it needs to be handled. One of the biggest problems in the gaming industry, there's two. One, really bad writers. That is plaguing the entertainment industry as a whole, not even just gaming. And number two, the bloat. The amount of bloat that's in these studios have to be taken care of. They have to be let go. They have to be fired. And sadly, a lot of studios are too scared to let them go because they've been feeding these people's egos. They've been feeding these people's narcissism, telling them how special they are and how brave they are and how thankful they are that they were able to be hired because of their skin color, their sexuality, or whatever nonsense that has nothing to do with whether or not they can make a video game. But now, now you got to pay up. Now at this point, you got to let them go, and you got to cause this uncomfortable conversation of, hey, remember when we told you that we're super happy to have you because, you're black? Well, we can't afford you anymore. That's going to be a really bad conversation to have. But, that's a conversation that they put themselves in. So you guys let me know in the comments down below of this video. What are you thinking? Are you thinking that this is a good thing? Is it not enough? You're probably thinking it's not enough. And I would agree with that sentiment. But let me know what you think about Embracer letting go of 2,000 or nearly 2,000 people, the majority being from PC and console. And how do you think this is going to affect the games that are coming out from their 60-some-odd studios that they now have under their belt? That is no longer the 70-plus number that they had before. Let me know in the comments. And special shout-out to the 90,400-plus of you that are subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you are not subscribed and you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. I think they're cooked, boys. I think they're cooked. I wouldn't say cooked completely. It's a cleansing. Yeah, I would say so. Blue, I swear, blue is crazy. Don't comment below. It's a trap. It's not a trap. Comment below. Always comment on the video. If we get lucky, Embracer Group won't be around for KCD3 to wokeify it. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. I doubt it, though. I doubt they're going to let go of KCD, considering how well that it sold. So I highly doubt it. Not enough layoffs yet? Yeah. Listen, 2,000 is not a light number. 2,000. So hold on. Let's go back to this number really quick. Give me a second. So let's scroll down. Almost 2,000, right? So the company now has 6,482 employees. So they fired basically almost 1/7, 1/6 of their entire employee base. That's pretty insane. That's a lot of people to fire. They're not that big of a company. Obviously, 6,000 employees is not a small company, but there are studios out there that have 20,000, 25,000, 15,000. So they fired 1/6 of their employees. That's not small. That's not small. So we'll see if it continues. But at this point, it's looking pretty ugly for Embracer Group. And it couldn't have happened to a better company. It couldn't. Look at Toxin, bro. 6,000 is not over 9,000. What? 9,000? Fucking guy. What a fucking guy, man. All right, let's catch up on Super Chats, man. I think we only got one to go over, and it is a legendary one. It is one that is hopefully going to try to save tier 1 because it is looking bad, bro. I'm getting wrecked out here. But thank God, Mr. Bud. Mr. fucking Bud, bro. This guy is speed running his own emoji at this point. It's insane. Bud decided to drop not 1, not 5, but a 10 membership banger. And since you dropped the first banger of the night, it's the first clip of playing. Since you dropped the first banger, I'm going to give you an extra clip and truly celebrate this the only way I know how.
だと鳥にさげたくだと吹むからい振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Let's fucking go, bud. Thank you, bud. Seriously, man. That came in clutch. That came in absolutely clutch. And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Mods, where are we at? Where are we at? Let me know. Look at this. Look, bro, somebody stop this account. Please, somebody stop this account, bro. Can somebody please stop this account? Please, bro. Refrigerator Sasquatch says, any kitchen-related clips? Oh, my God. Somebody stop this account, my guy. Please. This shit is spawned from the devil of the game. It's funny, dude. Is it, though? Is it? God damn. What's up, Gamerters Gale? How you doing, man? I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you. Lucifer says late and flamboyant, but let's go for tier 1. Lucifer says he's late and flamboyant. Is he really? Oh! Lucifer Morningwood out of nowhere. I didn't even see this because my super chats are not working. Lucifer joining Bud with the 10 membership mega bang. Shout out to Lucifer Morningwood joining Bud with the insane 10 membership banger. I appreciate that, man. Holy shit. Let's fucking go. That's got to get us a little closer. We'll see. All right, boys. Bud's like, we. Dev Cracker, we. All right, let's get into the last topic, man. This has to do with the nonsense. The nonsense, of course. Of course, we like nonsense here, right? We like nonsense. Hold on one second. Let me bring it up really quick. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to talk about the real grifters. We're going to talk about the people who are just really interesting online. Very, very interesting online. Holy shit. Where did Dronisius? Bro, I haven't seen this name in a while, bro. Dronisius, good to see you, my guy. Holy shit. Dronisius with a $20 banger says, been away for a while, so thought I better drop you a little cash. Bro, you didn't have to do that. Just say what's up. It's been a while. I hope you are doing well. Fucking legend.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to fucking Dronisius, man. Thank you so much for the $20 banger. I appreciate that. You didn't have to, but you did. Thank you, man. Thank you. Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. Even if it's only for a stream, I'm glad you're back. All right. So this one, what's up, Smash? Hail Smash JT. Everybody say hail Smash JT. Hail to Smash JT. All right, so this one's going to be a little bit not so formal of a video. because honestly, I'm just going to be talking shit a lot of the time. Because, again, I don't take this serious at all. But I think that this is a interesting conversation piece. Overall, I think it's an interesting conversation piece for the, I guess you could say for the entirety of the gaming sphere on YouTube, where certain words have completely lost their meaning. And a lot of it has to do, not just from like the journalism, but, well, anyway, I'll save it for the video. Blue Octopus, he says 360 likes, 574 bigots watching. Like to stream, you crazies. Guys, come on. We passed 600 people watching at any given time. Come on. We could definitely pass 400 likes, boys. You mean to tell me that's 200 of you hate watching right now? Is that what's happening? Maybe. But come on. We could definitely like. It's free. It's free to like the stream. So smack that like button. Smack it. All right, guys. Let's talk about this. All right, boys, so this is going to be a little bit of an interesting video, something a little bit different, but I'm just going to talk about an overall experience that I tend to get in the gaming sphere on YouTube, but also just the gaming industry as a whole, since I cover the gaming industry. And a lot of the reasons why certain words lose their meanings, and a lot of the reasons why certain people act a certain way, is because of the fact that certain words get thrown around and they completely lose their meaning. Nobody knows how to actually use them properly. And it ends up being a situation where people look like a fool because they make claims that they can't back up half the time. I ended up getting a comment on my Steam review for Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Now, if you guys are unaware, I loved Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. I want to play it more. The problem is, as a reviewer, as someone who takes it seriously, there's a lot of games that I have to review. There's a lot of games that people have gifted to me that want me to check it out, want me to give my opinion on, and I take that very seriously. And every game that I play, I write a review for, whether it's good or bad or whatever. I always write a review for it, and I link it, and I put it out there for people that are looking for it so they can have the opinion. Now, when it comes to stuff like this, obviously you're going to get hate comments, and I understand that. I'm used to it. I've been on the internet for a long time, and I understand that hate comments are normal, and I'm okay with it. But what I'm not okay with is people putting out absolute nonsense that is, it's really not a hate comment because the person truthfully believes everything they're saying, and it's so easily disproven with content that is so easily searched and found. And yet here we are anyway. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about this comment here that was left on my Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon review. And it says the following. It says, you are absolutely not halfway through the game at 23 hours. Which, by the way, I was 23 hours into my review. I finished the game at 33 hours. That was doing a good amount of side content, too. I would say I did about almost half of the side content that was available in the game. But he says, you are either being a massive grifter, as per usual, which means that he watches my content, by the way. Right? Because if he has his opinion of me, that means he hate watches my content, or he follows me on Twitter, or whatever the case. He's probably in the chat right now, so everybody say hi to him. Right? Or you have skipped most, if not all, the dialogue and ignored half the side quests and just speed ran through the entire game. So let's get into the video. But of course we do. Special shout out to the 90,400 plus of you that are subscribed to this grifter channel, or the 50% of you that are not subscribed. Consider hitting that subscribe button today. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's kind of break all of this nonsense down, right? Let's break all of this nonsense down, talking about what exactly is going on here. So Lucar says, you are absolutely not halfway through the game at 23 hours. And you know what? He was right. He was 100% right. I wasn't halfway through the game. Apparently, I was more than halfway through the game, because I had 23 hours into the game at the time that I did the review. And the ironic thing is that I finished the game at 33 hours into the review. So in all actuality, I was more than halfway through the game at 23 hours at the time that he made this comment. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. You are either being a massive grifter as per usual. So again, he hate watches my content, which, let's be real, they always do this, right? This is what they do, right? I want people to understand this is what they do. They hate watch the content. Why? I have no idea. I never understood the idea of hate watching someone's content. I never got that, right? It's different if you're like hate watching a TV show, I guess, because you're reviewing it for your fans who want to know if they should even bother. That's something different. But to hate watch a YouTuber kind of makes no sense, but whatever, it is what it is. And then he says, or you have skipped most, if not all, the dialogue. Now this is easily disproven. by going to my gaming channel, which I do have a gaming channel, which I've reviewed many games on my gaming channel. I've completed many games on my gaming channel of all kinds, indie, AA, AAA, all kinds, old, new, doesn't matter. And if you watched my review of Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, the only quests that I skipped the dialogue for were the fetch quests, right? I don't need to hear why I need to go kill 10 rabbits. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to hear that. But everything else that is story focused, I 100% listen to, and it's easily proven by watching the live streams of me playing the game. So you're hate watching the content, and now you're misrepresenting the content on top of that as well. And then you want to be taken seriously, by the way, from a level 0 Steam account. A level 0 Steam account. Make that make sense, right? Now, he apparently left a review on this game, which we're going to go over. I just find it a little bit funny. So you can check and see that I did not skip all the dialogue, and I ignored half the side quests. Yes, I didn't ignore them. I just have other games I have to review, and I cannot spend 100 hours in one video game when I have 10 games lined up for the next month. Like, I can't do that. But I did do at least about half the side quests, and I have the achievements to prove it. So the person who says, basically, I didn't finish the game, I'm a grifter, all this nonsense, let me show you exactly what I posted so you guys can get a little bit of a better idea. So I said, I got a great comment on my Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon review on Steam that I wanted to share with everyone. Just more proof people live in their own reality. Just an FYI, as you read this, keep in mind, I gave the game a positive score on Steam. Yes, this guy is melting down, by the way, and I gave him a positive score on Steam. You'll have comments like this, don't give him the attention, Hypno. But the thing is, I don't give them the attention 99% of the time. You guys know I don't even talk about freaking Alyssa Mercante anymore. None of these people. I focus just on the games and everything around it, and that's all I do. And the gaming industry, that's what I focus on. But the reason why I'm making this video is because of the misrepresentation of a game that I actually genuinely enjoyed, and I just wanted to get it out there, and I feel like I have a right to talk about it if I want to. So just as an FYI, as you read this, keep in mind I gave the game a positive score on Steam because it's an amazing game with a really fun story of King Arthur twisted in a dark fantasy setting. He calls me a grifter for saying I was halfway through the game's main story at 23 hours. He said I didn't do any side content. I did. He said I skipped through all the dialogue. I didn't, unless it was a fetch quest. This could be easily proven, like I said. And gets angry and calls me a grifter, as always. You know what the grifter has, which is me? Achievements. Achievements for side content, and the achievement for finishing the game's main story, which, by the way, only 7% of people on Steam have completed as of the time of this post. So just an FYI, ladies and gentlemen, the hilarious thing, and let me show you the picture. This is 100% spot on. I want you guys to just understand. Look at this. So I'm the grifter, right? I'm the grifter, but I am one of the 7% of people on Steam that have actually seen this game through to completion. I'm one of the 7% of people that have done it. Can't say that for many other people, right? But in any case, let's continue. So let me scroll up. It says, so I'm the grifter, and I completed the game and did a lot of side content with video proof showcasing I did all of this, unlike the journalists. Then what is this guy? What are these people who project and use the word without knowing its meaning because I have nothing else to say? This doesn't even include the side content I did off stream as well. Again, I want you guys to remember what the word grifter actually means, right? So the word grifter is somebody who makes money by swindling people and conning people out of their money, right? That's basically what being a grifter is. I have no idea what the word grifter has to do with leaving a review that I am not paid to leave on Steam, which is a free platform, which means there is no money involved, and it is a positive review. It's not even a negative review. So I don't understand where the hell grifting has anywhere to do with any of that. But again, these are idiots that are just throwing out these words because they have no idea what these words truly mean. They just hear their favorite leftist YouTuber use it, or they hear their favorite shill YouTuber use it, and they target against certain YouTubers that they just immediately are taught to hate, who think that they don't play video games or whatever, even though it's the easiest thing to prove otherwise. So then it says, I cannot and will not dedicate my entire life to one single game, which I've said many times. I won't do it. I can't do it. I have too much to review. I have too many games I need to review and check out for people wanting my opinions and reviews on the game. I will never have the most hours, and I will never 100% every game. I'm happy if that's you, but it's just not possible. I can say, however, that I did in fact play it, and I did in fact complete it, which is a lot more than what most people could say these days. I completed this game's story and did a good amount of side content, all in 33.3 hours. This somehow made him upset. So, again, the reason why I'm talking about this, ladies and gentlemen, is because these comments are comments I get all the time, right? I get them literally all the time, and I don't acknowledge them because I know that what they're looking for is attention. But I genuinely enjoy Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, and I'm just having fun right now proving just how wrong this guy actually is on everything that he says, right? This is a level 0 Steam account that supposedly has 60 some odd hours into the game, right? Let me show you guys. I think someone posted it. Yes. So look at what he posted on Steam. This is the review he gave. So he gave Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, a bad review, right? And look at what he put into the review, right? So, and keep in mind, this is the only review that he's ever left on Steam ever. Just keep that in mind. Only one review, and that is it. That is all he's ever left on Steam. All right? So he says, after 61 hours on record, 39.6 hours of playing the game. He says, I've never written a game review before now, but I just had to for this game. Because it seems to be, judging by other knee-jerk reaction reviews I see, which only have 3 to 15 hours of playtime, which that's not me. I had 25 or whatever it was. He says that many people suspect that the rest of the game is just as great after those first dozen or so hours. Spoilers, you're wrong. Act 1, whether it was intended to be or not, is a bait and switch. I don't think it's a bait and switch at all. I think it's honestly pretty damn consistent. I think Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon is completely consistent between Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. I do agree that Act 3, the final boss fight, is really underwhelming, and I said this in my live review. I said it was a little bit underwhelming with King Arthur being, you know, the way that the story ended up. This story could end up in so many different directions. There are multiple different endings, but I'm sure maybe he knows that. Anyway, the quality falls off a hill once you head into Act 2. And while Act 2 does, by and large, maintain a good portion of what makes Act 1 good, which is good character interactions, fun combat, interesting story, it starts to show blemishes. And I mean major blemishes. Major characters don't have voice acting. That's not true. That is not true. What? The characters, when I played the game, had voice acting all the way until the end. What are we talking about? Major characters not having voice acting? I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Arthur, your cerebral companion, like Johnny Silverhand of Cyberpunk 2077, just suddenly stops talking to you for the majority of the act, even after major story beats that he would certainly comment on happen with no actual lore reasoning behind it. Turns out it's bugged. You fall through the map all the time. I've never fallen through the map. I have never fallen through the map. And I'm not saying it's not possible, because obviously it is a buggy game, but you want to pretend like you're falling through the map all the time. And you have to use the unstuck option in the menu, and many NPCs stop giving you dialogue mid-conversation. That has never happened. I don't know what the hell this review is on about, but none of that's ever happened. But oh boy, does Act 3 maintain the bugs going forward. Act 2 has had bad spots for sure, but Act 3, it's downright unplayable. Main quest givers refuse to leave their houses, so you're unable to talk with them. Merchants stay in their houses, and the merchants who claim they sell weapons and armor only sell arrows. Conclusions to act-spanning faction quest lines rewarding you with a rock, and many quests not rewarding you at all like they should. Like you are literally giving nothing when the NPC says they'll give you something. To top it all off, you don't even get to go to Camelot, despite the game telling you constantly through some of the NPCs you meet that they'll see you there. It sucks that I have to write all of this, because this game had the potential to be as great as some people are preemptively making it out to be. I highly implore anyone with sense to wait 6 months to a year to play this game, which, by the way, I've said, you know, a sale is always best. As in its current state, it's still in early access just without the name. And in case anyone doesn't want to trust my review, hop on over to the official games Discord and have a gander at the feedback and bugs channel. Come to your own conclusions. I'm not telling you what to think. So you're not telling people what to think, but you're telling me that I'm a grifter because I left my review positively. Like, what? What the fuck? Like, I just, does it ever make sense? Does it ever get to a point where it can actually make sense? I think what's happening here is this person must be playing on an absolute garbage computer. I think he's playing on a garbage computer, number one. And number two, I have no idea what he's talking about, but one thing he is right is about the Camelot situation. In the story, they do mention Camelot a lot, and they do say, you know, some NPCs do say they will see you there in Camelot, basically. But you know, none of that ever happens, essentially. But the story is so damn good all the way through the end. And honestly, the ending, the way that the game ended, especially, you know, with the decisions I made, that shit hit hard, man. That was a really emotional ending. That was damn near up to like Expedition 33 levels of emotional. It was really good. You start to question whether or not King Arthur is the villain or the good guy. You start to feel like you're watching Breaking Bad all again. And it starts to be a situation where it's like, damn, what would I do? What would I do in this situation? And once you start asking that, that's how you know the story is good. So in any case, I don't usually give people like this attention because this is all they want. They want attention. This is a level 0 Steam account with one review on record for a game they played 61 hours and hated it. I don't know what to tell you guys, honestly, at this point. This person played the game for 61 hours and hated every bit of it. So, gee, are you really going to wonder whether or not he's capable of hate watching a YouTuber for hours on end? Yeah, I think he's the type that probably would, considering that he played this game for 60 plus hours and hated damn near almost every bit of it after Act 1. It's not like he's a professional reviewer. It's not like he's a YouTuber. It's not like he's somebody who's trying to put out content or anything. Like, this guy's just a regular person playing the game for hours on end, and he hates every moment of it. Maybe he's chasing clown. Maybe he is chasing the clown emojis or the clown the Steam gifts. Maybe, but at this point, it's absolute nonsense. So I just want to reiterate, okay? Unlike the journalists. Again, I will never tell you what to do. I can only show you my gameplay. I can only show you me playing the game. If I say I reviewed a game, you can find it on Hypnotic Live with me playing the game, and you can see every single thing that I did, every positive thing, every negative thing, every mistake I made. And I don't involve the culture war at all when I am reviewing video games. If you look through every single one of my Steam reviews, I will never use the word woke. I will never use the word leftist. I will never use the word right-winger. All I do is talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about the game so that people can get their information and make do with that what they will and make decisions that are better, best in their interest. That's all I care about. I save the culture stuff for this channel where I talk about it and talk about the industry and some of the things that are affecting it, which unfortunately is the culture nonsense. But when it comes to the video game, I just keep it to the video game. That's all I do. Good, bad, and ugly, and that's it. And unlike the journalists and unlike the people who like to use the word grifter and all that stuff, I will have the completion achievements to show and prove that I played the game. I will have the playtime to show and prove that I played the game. I have all of that stuff to show and prove that I played the fucking game. I have all of that. So if you're going to come out here and call me a grifter, which is essentially saying that I'm lying about playing this game when I have literal proof in video format proving otherwise, then the only grifter are people that use the word like this and don't have a single clue as to how or what it actually means. That's the only people that are the actual grifters at the end of the day. So in any case, you guys can let me know in the comments down below of this video. What do you think about this? Is this guy right? Is King, the funny thing is he's not even talking about the quality of the game when he was initially commenting on my post. He wasn't even talking about the quality of the game. He was just talking about my personal review and me as a person, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But you can let me know in the comments down below what you think about this situation. Or is he just a random hater that made a level 0 Steam account? Chances are he could be a journalist. He could probably be a journalist for all we know. Who really knows? Because anybody can make a Steam account and do what they want with it. So I wouldn't be surprised. Let me know in the comments down below. Special shout out to the 90,400 plus of you that are subscribed to the channel. And if you are part of the 50% that are not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button today if you enjoy the content. And if you want to see gaming content, actual live gameplay with live reviews happening at any single time, every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, every single fucking day, then you could go subscribe to the Hypnotic Gaming Live channel where I do all of that and more. And I think I would like to see you there. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And that's it, boys. That's it. Exactly. Every single fucking day. Every single fucking day. Like literally every single fucking day, bro. Every single day, man. You know what's crazy? I don't know. Oh, his profile's hidden, which is why it's level 0. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't realize his profile was private because I didn't even bother clicking his profile, bro. I literally did not care to click his profile. It's crazy because I had a screenshot. I don't have it anymore. I can't switch because I'm using OBS right now. I can't switch to Hypnotic Gaming Live OBS. But if I were to show you my calendar, because when you use OBS, it keeps track of every stream that you did. If I were to show you my calendar on Hypnotic, there is one red box every single day, with the exception of the 2 days from the first week that I missed. There's a red box at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. if it's a Saturday, every day for a stream. And then on Griffcast, there's almost 2 boxes every single day for a stream over there as well for 30 days a month. So you ain't gonna tell me that I don't play video games, bro, because I'm gonna look at you like you're fucking retarded. Especially when there's live proof of that. Smash says no days off unless you contract the dustborne disease again. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid the dustborne disease. Refrigerator Sasquatch says, I told Stove to stop singing. He didn't have the range. Oh my God, bro. The refrigerator is telling dad jokes now. Somebody help. Somebody help. Smash JT for 10 months of legendary status says Blue Octopussy makes a better door than a window. Yeah, I know. I left her up on the screen, so she's going to get a lot of free press. Congratulations to Blue Octopussy. I left you up on the screen by accident. But a professional just keeps going. You saw that, right? You saw that? I noticed it. I took it off the screen, and I kept fucking going without missing a beat. Without missing a beat. That's how you do it. We got Mr. Imperial. Oh, I'm sorry. Alan Daniels for 2 months of a legendary status. He says Hypno is gooning on Blue Octopussy's ass. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate it. And then we got Mr. Imperial for 2 months of legendary status. He said, thanks for the gifted membership. Shout out to Mr. Imperial, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. And then Solid the Lich with a ARS 100 says, wow, Hypno can speedrun games blind. What a grifter. The fastest bigot in the internet. Facts. Facts. You know what's crazy too? I've had people, again, I hate talking like this because people are like, oh, you're just showing off. I don't care, bro. I'm just going to say it. I don't give a fuck. A lot of people suck at games, okay? And I know people say that, oh, like I get jokes all the time in the chat. Hypnotic sucks at games. Yeah, I don't care. A lot of people suck at games. That's just the truth of it. I don't suck at games. So when a lot of shit that people think is hard or difficult, I'll usually get through much quicker. So you'll have people that are like, there's no way you beat the game in XYZ amount of time. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And they're like, did you speedrun the game? No, I did a decent amount of side content. Like I did a decent amount of side. I'm not going to do every single fucking quest. That's not required for me to be able to complete the game. The main story. You know, I have too many other games to play. Like there's people that didn't believe that I beat Mindseye and platinumed it in 13 hours. When the developers are telling everybody that the main campaign by itself takes 15 to 20 hours. So I'm like, what? I platinumed the game in 13 hours. You're telling people it takes just the campaign 15, 20 hours? I don't know, bro. And I didn't skip any dialogue because everything was cutscenes. But whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. We got Andrew Howell Sorry, I'm not bringing it up on the screen, guys. StreamYards. Hey, Smash, is StreamYards not showing super chats for you either? We're $53 away from tier 1. That is all. Thank you, T-Chat. At least we're getting closer. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know if super chats are showing up like on StreamYards for you, because it's not showing up for me. It hasn't for days. I don't know what's going on. And then again, Andrew Howell with the 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Andrew Howell. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Absolute fucking legend. You absolute legend. Thank you for that. Then we got Smash JT for a $10 banger. And he says pro all the way. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. They're showing for you. Try to log out and relog in. Maybe after the stream is over. I could try. We'll see. It hasn't worked for me for days. I tried to exit out, re-enter. It doesn't work. I'll try logging out and logging back in. Blue-Eyed Scorpio for $189. How do you highlight chat on OBS? So you can't highlight chat on OBS. You have to use a script. And it's a little bit intricate. I can send you a tutorial video on how to do it. But on StreamYards, it's automatic. It should be automatic, but it's not doing it for super chats. I don't know why. Last but not least, we got Cyray Joku for a 2. Sasquatch keeps giving me the cold shoulder. Is he really, though? Like, do you really want the attention of Sasquatch? Is that something you're really looking for right now? He's a refrigerator. Are you sure? Are you positive? I don't know. Let me know. All right. We are fully caught up everywhere, guys. Thank you so much for the insane pre-stream support. I totally did not mean to say pre-stream support. I just meant to say stream support. Shout out to you. We're going to do the waifu battle now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun. This one is going to be an interesting one because, Chun-Li won the championship yesterday, which shocked a lot of people. It was an interesting battle yesterday. It was an interesting battle. But we're going to put her up against someone who I think is going to be good competition for her. So let's see what we got going on. Let's go, boys. Waifu battle. Let's hit it. All right, boys. The waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys missed it, as I mentioned before the waifu battle began, we have a brand new waifu battle champion. And that is none other than the legendary Chun-Li, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. Chun-Li stole the belt last night. It was insane. The chair shots were flying. Oh my God, it was wild. It was wild. So now we got to see what's going on here. But before we do that, let's go over the rules. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle will count to a particular waifu, but the only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first, boys. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, it will not count. Doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Chun-Li, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I will do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It does not matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I know we don't. Don't worry about it. I get it. It's okay. I still accept every single one of you. All right. Listen, boys. So Chun-Li is our champion. That means there really isn't that many options to consider when it comes to kicking Chun-Li's ass, right? There's not many options. So it's time for us to bring out a challenger who has been in the waifu battle before. Let's see if she could come back and make something of herself against Chun-Li. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against Chun-Li is going to be none other than the one and the only Cammy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Chun-Li or is it going to be Cammy? The names are going to be on the bottom in 2 seconds. Right now, here we go. The names are on the bottom. Let me know who is the better waifu. This should be interesting. This should be very interesting. This should be very interesting. Let's find out. Let's find out. Of fucking course it's Cammy. Snooty Mims for a 10 over on Rumble. He says, Hypno, you're the hardest working streamer on the net. Those haters can hate on themselves. Yeah, they can. But you know what? It's all good, man. Success is the kryptonite of every hater. It makes them go to bed extremely angry every single night. They'll never admit it online, and they'll never tell you, obviously. But we all know it's true. They go to bed thinking to themselves, why can't it be me? I think I'm more entertaining. I think I'm the better streamer. I think I'm the better person, XYZ, XYZ, whatever. They think it all the time. Thank you so much for the 10, brother. I appreciate you, legend. We got Mr. Vegeta with a 2, Cammy. We got Nexus Nocturne with a 5 saying Chun-Li's thighs will be my demise. Listen, I'm hoping Cammy can bring us at least tier 2 because we're not at tier 1 yet. And if we lose 386 tier 1s in a row and 72 tier 2s in a row, god damn, that would be insane. I think I would donate to myself at that point. I refuse to lose that streak. That's a crazy streak. Thank you so much, Nexus Nocturne. Street Fighter Civil War. That's how it goes, Nacho Ninja. That's how it goes. We got to have a little bit of a civil war every now and then. Anime Mania says titty sprinkles. Facts. Cozy Gooder says she could hurricane me anytime. You would like that, wouldn't it? You would like that. You would like that. Christopher Lloyd says, Cammy, wow, this could be interesting. Well, right now, nothing's happening, so I don't think it's that interesting. Maybe people don't like Street Fighter waifus. Maybe. Michael T says, damn, Cammy, you got me good and hard. Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. Look at this guy, Dronisius, dropping a $25 banger. And he says, Cammy. Shout out to Dronisius. Thank you so much for throwing that into the fire. Now Cammy is officially in the lead and felting Chun-Li. Let's see if that can continue. Chun-Li got a lot of votes yesterday. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of people were loving Chun-Li yesterday. But we're going to have to wait and see. BioT Wolf, 19 with a 5. Chun-Li. Someone call Kato. We have waifus that are big time step on you girls. I'm sure he would like that. We got Ali Kusanagi with a 10 saying, Cammy. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go. Refrigerator Sasquatch says, regardless of the winner, I could take the leftovers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Michael T with a 10 saying Cammy. All right, so all the Cammy fans are coming out now. All the Cammy fans are coming out now. By the way, guys, if you cannot decide between each waifu and you want to vote, you could split your super chat 50-50. Just so you're aware, you could split your super chat 50-50. All right, boys, in her original outfit, let's bring out the current champion, who is none other than Chun-Li, ladies and gentlemen, looking very thick in all the right places. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Chun-Li or is it going to be Cammy? Let's find out. Let's find out. We got John Winslow with a 2. Cammy got to vote for my pick post. Fair enough. We got Zelosi with a $20 banger saying Cammy. Uh-oh. Cammy is starting to pull ahead drastically right now. Cammy is she's starting to pull away drastically right now. This is a problem for Chun-Li fans. I don't know. I guess we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. If Cammy loses, Mai will win. Bro, I've brought Mai in so many times in the waifu battle. Why is Chun-Li not showing skin? Because Chun-Li's original outfit doesn't show skin. Cammy's outfit does. Adam Navsinger with a 2. Cammy because she makes me cozy. Chun-Li's health bar is getting low. Tier 1 has been hit, but unfortunately we are still 171 away from Tier 2. So thank God we saved Tier 1. Thank God, ladies and gentlemen. The final tier is on the line. The final tier is on the line. Also, by the way, you guys on Discord who donate pictures, I hope you guys understand. A lot of the pictures you donate get ignored because they're not YouTube friendly. There's some crazy ass fucking pictures, bro, that I gotta like dance around. You guys gotta think a little bit smarter when you give pictures on Discord, because otherwise they're not gonna show up on YouTube. We got Silver Bullet Like It with a 5. Couldn't get a good girl. They're both bleh. Yikes. I mean, I don't think they're bleh, but I get it. I get it. We got Chief Danye with a $50 mega banger. Uh-oh, Chun-Li is catching up. Chun-Li is catching up, ladies and gentlemen. $50 banger. Says Chun-Li, you know I like my pussy sideways. Oh my God. Oh my God. Brady Crippen with a 10. Cammy, I only got 2 waifus above Chun-Li, and one of them is Cammy. Fair. Fair. Very fair. Mystic Vegeta with a 2. Cammy, if she wins, I'll post better Cammy pics. Let's make it happen. Let's see how it goes. Beautiful Zexel with a 15. Saying Chun-Li. Let's fucking go, bro. Beautiful Zexel, $15 banger for Chun-Li. Chun-Li must have gotten close to catching up now. Cammy cannot be that far ahead. Cammy cannot be that far ahead. Keep in mind, Snooty Mims, they can't just be YouTube friendly. They have to be Rumble friendly too, because one thing Rumble does not do is any kind of like over-sexualized stuff. So that's why I tend to keep it as simple as possible. You're voting for your waifu. Just vote for your waifu, whoever it may be. Whoever it may be. I'm liking this Street Fighter waifu. Well, we're going to find out, because if something big doesn't happen, we're losing Tier 2. And shit, Chun-Li might just lose her belt. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The last super chat that is going to count is Michael T for a 10, saying Cammy. And then on Rumble, we got Hypnotic and Rapture with a 2, saying Chun-Li and Cammy sandwiching me in their scissor action and then taking turns wrapping me up all night long. Hell yeah. Fucking guy. Shout out to Hypnotic and Rapture, and shout out to Michael T. Thank you guys so much. Mods, let's count it up. And let's start the panic, ladies and gentlemen. Feed the ducks and feed the eagles. Beautiful Zexel What a 5 says Chun-Li. But it did not count. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Soul Reaper says that was weak. Yeah, it's unfortunately. We are looking like tier 2 is out the water. Dude, 70 fucking 2 streams in a row. This is where it ends. Can I donate to myself? I don't think I can donate to myself. YouTube won't let me. Fuck! That sucks. Deadeye says, I'm feeding the Kraken. Why are you feeding the Kraken? Listen, the Kraken, you don't feed the Kraken. You don't do that. If you feed the Kraken, it's not gonna end well. Rise says, sup? What's up, Rise? How you doing? Feed the ducks, feed the chuds. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. How far am I? I have no idea. I think a little over 100. I think it's a little over 100. Because Danier dropped what, like a 50 banger? So, which by the way, I gotta drop a nuke for Danier. Shout out to Danier for that $50 banger and for the $20 bangers that came in. Thank you guys so much. Isn't it?
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're just waiting for T-Jab to give us the numbers, and we're gonna see who won this waifu battle. But I have a feeling it might have been Cammy. I think. I don't know who was ahead. Who was ahead? Maybe I should put the picture on Cammy just to be on the safe side. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Do I have a picture of Cammy in case she won? Wow, I don't have a picture of Cammy. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna have to make one. Shit, give me a second in case she won. Let me see something. Yo, BioT Wolf! Holy shit, that got us really close. T-Jab, where are we with this? Where are we with this, T-Jab? BioT Wolf 19 just dropped a $100 Red Boy Ultra banger. Dear mother of God, that was very close. That was very close. Fucking Dronisius. What a way to come back to the streams, bro. And then BioT Wolf 19 was like, I'll do it myself. Holy shit, my guy. God damn. God damn. Shout out to Dranicius and BioT Wolf 19 saving tier 2 and making it officially 73 streams in a row. And I think the numbers are in. Oh my God. That is unbelievably close.
Holy shit.
Wow, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. T-Jab Steve, bro. In the waifu battle, we got Cammy with $83.44 against Chun-Li, the one-hit wonder, at $76, which means the winner and the new waifu battle champion is none other than Cammy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, that's unbelievably close. Unbelievably close. And Anti-Federalist Pain dropped a 20 at Rumble. Anti-Federalist Pain dropped a Purple Boy on Rumble, a 20 banger. He says, baby, it'll help. Have a good night. Shout out to Anti-Federalist Pain, man. God damn, dude, you guys really came in clutch. Holy shit. Let's do it one more time for the Eagles and the Ducks. Let's go. Michael T says, my last 10 got Cammy to win. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's crazy. The closer waifu battles are so much fun. But this one in particular was really close. I didn't think it was going to be this close. I thought everybody was going to vote for Cammy. That's what I thought. But on that note, I'm sure there's a lot of coping and seating happening in the chat right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Cammy's going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu and a former waifu battle champion tomorrow on Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Battle of Champions. Do not miss it. I'm going to try to find someone very interesting to go up against Cammy and see if she ends up being a one-hit wonder just like Chun-Li. Fucking Chun-Li can't catch a break, bro. It's always a one-hit wonder with her. It's sad. It's sad, but that's okay. Okay, we are fully caught up everywhere. Shout out to all you guys, man. You guys made it happen. You pulled it through. Thank you guys so much for everything you fucking do. Shout out to Iron Roxas. How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. I hope morning waifu. You want morning waifu battles, bro? Oh my God, that's insane. That's insane. Let's see who we're gonna raid tonight. Let me figure out who we're gonna raid. And again, special shout out to all you guys for making it happen. It was close, but we managed to get tier 1 and tier 2, absolutely destroying it as we always do. Oh, it's Thursday. There's only one person we raid on Thursday. You guys already know who that person is. It is none other than Booty Cakes Cassie. That's the only one we fucking raid on Thursday. So shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, whatever. I appreciate any way that you supported the stream. And special shout out to all of the Bigot Army mods out there, the Hypno mods. Thank you guys so much for doing what you do every single day. And we will see you guys on the next one. And of course, go watch the videos tomorrow. Support them if you can. I would appreciate it. And go be bigots and go be gooners. That's basically it. Bye.
have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it, yeah, John. Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in the weenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.